Hi, I'm Abhilasha Sethia, author of the book A Superfood a Day, which is going to be published soon.
Hi, I'm Vidhi Beri. I'm a health coach and I'm very excited to be on a project that is for meals for our families, including all of our superfoods in India.
So today we decided to use millets, and the first recipe is Bajra Salad, which has a lot of vegetables and a lot of colors, and usually children don't like Bajra so much. So that's why I decided to make this salad. It's soaked and then boiled, and I'm just going to saute it for a bit.
I think it's great to adapt and make things with millets now, especially because it's the International Year of the Millets. We're finding that there's a great interest in families, and what we find is a struggle. What do we make that even children like? A 3-year-old child. What do we make that makes moms and dads happy? And what do we make that makes sure that the elders, grandparents in the family are also finding health with new age food, yet they are reminiscing. So bajra or khichdi is a part of our culture, but many times khichdi is something that has not gotten to the palate of youngsters today. So this is a very in-between thing.
Absolutely, and when I made the salad for the first time, everybody was saying, "Oh my God, bajra ka salad." So try it and see, And once actually I made it, even my grandson he enjoyed eating it, and everybody in the house they all said. In fact, after 2-3 days, they said, "Oh, can you make the salad again?" So
it's a hit.
Exactly. So usually what happens is we always think about quinoa and things like those, couscous, quinoa. And we never actually think of, using bajra.
Bilkul. And when you see it, khula hai, it's looking very good.
Exactly.
There's no lumpy feeling because we associate khichdi like that.
Exactly.
So I think this is lovely in terms of texture and color.
Yeah, it's really good. And also it's very quick. The recipe is really, really simple and very quick. It just takes about 10 minutes to, apart from like soaking and boiling the bajra. But once that's done, it's really quick.
So in terms of the prep, I can see that we've cut a lot of things, but how long do you think if someone wants to visualize making this, what is the prep in their mind that they need to be ready with?
So prep, the only thing which takes a little longer time is just about boiling the bajra. But that's very quick. You just put it in the pressure cooker and about 6-7 whistles and it's done.
Okay.
And then of course, like chopping the vegetables. The beetroot is the only thing which is boiled and chopped.
Right.
The rest, and of course corn. Corn is also boiled. Okay. The rest are all...
Okay, so they're quite ready. Now in this, I feel like, what if we were to explore an option of, another millet or another grain? What do you think would go well with us?
As I said, of course, quinoa
is an easy choice.
Is an easy choice. I just feel after bajra, quinoa I think would be a good choice. And also in terms of vegetables, you can experiment with anything. You could put red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, even cucumber. So there are a lot of things which one can. Zucchini.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we're doing a multicolored version, and sometimes you want to just get a green or a red because
exactly. You just have to think in mind, because there's a green, there's a yellow, there's a red. So visually also it looks very appealing.
Yeah. And we are liking that whole variety thing going on, but sometimes we have moms who say, okay, only red or only green. My child won't eat this color at all. So then we kind of have to be mindful of just doing, one simple one. You think we could do purees of vegetables in this also? How would that work?
Puree of vegetables in this, then it won't be like a salad. Then one could use it like for something else, like a...
Becomes a little more porridge.
Yeah, exactly, like a porridge, yes. Okay. So I think this is, done. Transferring it to another bowl and just, let it cool for a bit. And meanwhile, we can just prepare the dressing, the salad dressing.
So, what are you doing for the dressing today?
So the dressing, going to be adding honey.
Okay. Bitter nutty flavor, just like we talked about quinoa. I think honey would probably cut that out a little and balance
Exactly. So that's why honey. And the dressing is very, very simple actually. And I'm adding lemon juice.
Okay.
Some little bit of olive oil.
I find a lot of people miss out on adding any fat to their salads, which I find is important. Then little bit of olive oil or any kind of
salt. Little, usually I don't like to add too much of salt. It's best not to, add too much of
Camouflage
salt.
the taste, I
Yes,
think.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think each vegetable has its own flavor. And then a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. Yeah. So just like mix it really nicely.
So hand mixing is good enough. You don't need
Yeah,
a blender
yeah.
for this,
No,
right?
you don't need it. You know, you can just, see, it's nice. The texture is really nice.
Okay.
And now what we do is, now we add all the vegetables. So first we're adding the beetroot.
We're getting as close as we can to rainbow colors. I think only blue and purple missing.
Yes, maybe next time you can think of adding.
Later.
Then now is this green
Yes.
capsicum, all very finely chopped. I think that's very important. Then we're adding onions.
How we're chopping makes such a difference in how the mouth perceives the taste.
I think chopping in everything salad, whether it's finely chopped, whether it's julienne, whether it's very, very important. So now we added the yellow corn, and I really love to add fresh mint in my salad. I just feel it just gives a very, very good
and
flavor.
changes the taste entirely.
Exactly. So now we just actually mix it.
Mint is, I think, a very under-celebrated herb, leaf, whatever you call it, because I realize a lot of people now don't realize how good it is for the gut. And we say pudina is so basic in our culture, but chutneys are not so common at home anymore.
Yeah, chutneys are actually, I think even when you make chutneys at home, if you just add a little bit of pudina with the dhania,
Freshness
it
comes.
really tastes nice. So now we just add the dressing, just pour the dressing. And you can just adjust, once you taste, if you just feel that there's, you need a little bit more sweetness or a little bit of more tanginess, and you can just
Absolutely.
So the salad is actually done.
Lovely.
And there are two ways one can eat a little warm also if you want actually during the winter time. It's nice to have little warm salads.
Yeah. And I think if you were to give this to children, we could even add like a dollop of cream or cheese. Or
Yeah,
something.
and also at times you can also add some little tiny pieces of paneer, homemade
lovely.
paneer cheda. And then then just garnish it with, it's actually a mix of seeds and nuts. So
Lovely.
this just adds a little bit of crunchiness to the salad.
Absolutely.
And the salad
looks
is
lovely.
ready.
Lots
Would you like
of
to
colours.
try?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Now let me know.
So it's juicy, yet nutty, and not bitter.
Yeah.
And you were right. We can taste everything because the salt is just right.
That's right.
So it's amazing.
So the Bajra Salad is ready. Our cookbook, A Superfood a Day, is going to be published soon. So stay tuned for recipes for growing children.
We're very excited to share all our knowledge and recipes with you.
Bye. Stay tuned.